Hello there everyone, it's TIJR Toby, and today it's time for another FM18 team guide. And today it's time to look for the newly promoted Huddersfield Town into the Premier League, their first venture into the Barclays Premier League. I keep saying Barclays Premier League, I soon realise it's not the Barclays Premier League anymore, but whatever, we'll call it the Barclays Premier League. But this series basically just shows you some of the recommended signings that I'd make for the club, some of the dynamics in the club, and the squad depth, and some things you may need to improve to see them do well. And particularly for Huddersfield, to be able to survive in the Premier League this season. So we've done absolutely nothing to this save. We do nothing to the save, just keep it as absolutely vanilla as possible, and just keep it on the 16th of July when we start, and change absolutely nothing. So let's get straight into it and look at the squad. One thing I didn't realise, you guys might know, because you might have better football knowledge than me, but Robert Green signing for Huddersfield. He's got an injury, it seems, when he started, but I did not realise that he'd signed for Huddersfield on a free as well. That's a pretty good transfer and a solid player that I'd probably recommend, actually, if he wasn't at Huddersfield already. They've got quite a few good loan players, including Casey Palmer. I've just done the Chelsea one, the Chelsea team guide, and I was just saying how he could be good for Chelsea in the future. But for Huddersfield, he's got a 3-star current ability, so that is pretty sound in terms of Huddersfield, and for only 20 years old, he's got that injection of youth in him that'll be really good. They've got really good squad depth, actually, have Huddersfield on the wings. They've got really good wing depth. They've got 8 players who can play on both wings, and as you can see with Tommings, Kachunga, Van La Parra, Sabira, I don't know a lot of the Huddersfield players, I must admit, but it looks like a decent squad in terms of the wings. The real problems come at the back. As you can see at the centre-back and left-back positions, they've only got 4 players, as well as right-back, we've only 5 players, and goalkeeper as well, they've only got 2 players, but they probably have got a under 23, yeah, they've got Joel Coleman, who's 21, who would be able to play probably as a backup in that squad, so I wouldn't probably suggest buying a new goalkeeper. I don't think it's needed personally. But let's have a look who we can sign. I've done a few recommendations for who we can sign. Let's go on the shortlist. We've got 4 recommendations. These players are actually all transfer listed in my game. Whether they are or not in your game is a totally different kettle of fish. But you can still get them for a decent price now. The transfer budget is 8 million, which is quite small. And the wage budget facilitator is going to be £38,000 a week. No, it's not. It's going to be £35,000 a week. I don't know what I'm going on about. But the first player, I found this player really interesting. Never heard of him before. An Arsenal youth player called Giulio Pleguzello. Is that Pleguzello? Something like that. But he looks like a really good youngster. If we compare him to our top centre-back, which I believe is, what's his name now? Jorgensen, there we go. As 4-star, he actually doesn't look too bad compared to him. So if we compare him to Jorgensen, there we go. He's got less defending stats, less physicals, less speed. He's got less in pretty much everything. He's got exactly the same mental ability. But considering Jorgensen's 27, and I'll call him Pleggy, why not? I'll just call him Julie. I'll call him Julie, why not? Julie's got a decent amount of stats at the moment, but can only improve. And for £200,000, and for only about £2,500 a week, I think that'd be a good investment into the future for Huddersfield. Another player who looks good, obviously, as a backup option is Peter Crouch. Now, some of you might laugh at this. I genuinely think Peter Crouch is an alright player. Someone who's a good target man, you know, holds up the ball and can score some goals. Only £600,000 as a target price, which I think is an easily assailable price for Huddersfield. And Huddersfield seem to be lacking in their team report, teamwork, work rate, and that sort of thing, and decisions as well. As you can see, Crouch's got 18, 17, and 16 in all those stats respectively, so he'd massively add to that. And as well could tutor some of the younger strikers and stuff like that. So Peter Crouch would be a really good sign, if not just to tutor the younger players, if not play. We need a centre-back as well, so Florin Godos meets that quite well. He's transfer listed in my game and probably should be in your game. I don't see why your game would be any different to mine. I've just started it as a vanilla, as I said earlier. 3.6 million is Godos, and his wages are £30,000. Whether you could negotiate them or not, I don't know, but that could be a potential. And he'd be a good centre-back option, as well as Julie. I keep saying Julie or whatever, but Julie will stick, I'm sure. But he's probably a little bit better than Julie, the same age as Jorgensen, and as you can see, he's got better mentals, solid aerials. He's really solid, to be honest, as a centre-back. And for about 3.6 million, it's just what Huddersfield need with him on the transfer list and probably being unhappy as well. The final transfer recommendation I'm going to make is Shani Tarajai from Everton. He seems really unhappy at Everton. 4.6 million is the asking price. If you can't afford him at the moment, maybe you've bought another of the few players I've recommended. Put a loan request in. See if you can get him on loan for this season. Because it seems, if you look at the squad depth, the striker and attacking midfield options are a little bit wearing thin. as Casey Palmer's only on loan, Aaron Moy being a really good player, you need to make sure you keep him. He seems like a solid player. He's played for Manchester City before, so it just proves that he has solid foundations as a player. As you can see in central midfield, they've got Jonathan Hogg, they've got Danny Williams, Philip Billing, but to be honest, you could do with a little bit of an upgrade to stay up in the Premier League. They've got Steve Mounié as a Beninese striker, as well as De Protra, who they bought in the summer, I believe, as well as Quaina and Kachunga and Van La Parra. But I think we do need a few improvements at the club to see them stay up at the end of the season. Depends how good of a manager you are. If you're as good as me, you're not going to keep them up. That's probably a hint if you've never watched me before, that I'm terrible at managing clubs. But Tarash, I'd really say would be a good signing. I genuinely think he'd do a good job for you. And for some, I don't know why Everton want to offload him, but they do. So that's fair enough. So we have a quick look at the dynamics before we leave this one today. The hierarchy, the team leader is Tommy Smith, who I presume then is the captain. 25-year-old English player. Then highly influential players. We've got Jonathan Hogg, Christopher Schindler and Robert Green. And then we've got some of the influential players. And then some of the other players, such as Casey Palmer, who's here on loan. And it seems that our team leader is quite happy at the club, so that's good. Apparently he's approaching the peak of his career. In the end of the day, you've got your leadership sorted. You've got your leadership guy sorted. You don't want to sell him. It'd be silly to keep it to make him unhappy because he just upsets other people in his social group, like Whitehead, Hogg and Palmer. And then you've got the core social group. You've got some of the players who don't fit in. But as time goes on, this does improve the other players. And of course, if you want to get rid of some of the players, I wouldn't blame you at all. Some of the players you might want to get rid of, if we look at ability, actually, if we look at potential, you might want to get rid of sort of Whitehead, Malone. Those players really aren't Premier League quality. Dean Whitehead is getting on a bit and has got some good work rate and teamwork skills. However, would you say he's Premier League quality at 35? Probably not. So, if you don't want to be loyal, just sell him, to be quite honest. Tom Ince, a solid player. Can he improve? Honestly, if he doesn't perform well, I'd probably get rid of him. I like Tom Ince as a player, but it's all about your save and whether he does well. If you're not planning to use Ince, I'd get rid of him because he would command quite a decent transfer fee, I could imagine. But actually, they've just signed him for $7.5 million. So give him a try. See how he does, and then we can go from there. Of course, a Liverpool fan as well, him coming in from the Liverpool dugout in terms of his youth development. That'll be very important for him to keep him, in my point of view. But in terms of other players, they've got quite a decent squad of Huddersfield. They just need a few more improvements to see if they can survive at the end of the season. If you've got any players that you think that I should sign, not that I should sign, but that you should sign for your Huddersfield saves, you're looking for doing a Huddersfield save, make sure to leave them down in the comments. If you think that option of play is a good option that people have recommended, make sure to leave a like on their comments, which boosts their comments and more people can see that comment. If you have enjoyed this team guide, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you are new. And really, that's it for the Huddersfield one. I hope you've enjoyed this one. And if you've got any more recommendations, anything like that, make sure to put them down in the comments. Just a quick thing before we go, I've just noticed in the team report, the coaching and scouting staff need to be improved. So if you don't know how to do that, if you're a new FM player and can't be bothered to try and do that, just go into the responsibilities and get your chairman to sort out the coaching and non-coaching staff. That'll improve the staff and we'll get that away. And that's one step closer, one thing that you can do easily to improve some of the weaknesses of that squad. As you can see, aggression and commitment is one of them things that isn't great, but I'm sure you guys can sort stuff out. They've got a few youth prospects as well, solid transfer budget and solid wage budget for a club that have just been promoted from the Championship. Anyway, good luck with your Huddersfield saves if you plan to do them. Make sure to leave a link to your Huddersfield save if you're doing it on YouTube, or just let me know how you get on. I'll be really interested. If you can save Huddersfield, I'll be very impressed. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Toby, TIJ, whatever you want to call me, and I'll see you tomorrow for another FM18 team guide. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.